had questions concerning that particular item, and because it is pending litigation, I fully understand that, but I do want to say clearly for the record that an objective test of do the referendum petition signatures as presented meet the prescribed charter requirements. That's the objective test. They do or they don't. And that has been my response to citizens, and last night that was my response to the citizens. Apply an objective test, and what was said or not said, etc., simply it's not going to change what is actually on the document itself. Either the document on its face meets the charter prescription, or it simply doesn't. And I'll say this, and I'm pleased to see that the city has modified the subpoena, though I always thought that the way to get a sermon is not via subpoena, is to go sit in the pews. And I also think that though it's been modified, it is still overly broad and it's still unnecessary. Having said that, I shall move on, because our city is really, really getting torn apart. And it's not about the ordinance, because this council member voted in support of the ordinance and still do today. But it's this inertia that has come up after the ordinance that's tearing the city apart. So having said that, there's a lot more I'd like to say, but given the fact that there is ongoing litigation, I'll stand down at this point. I'd like to also say thanks to the mayor and my colleagues around the council table, because I checked recently, and the council district service budget, some people thought it would be a slush fund, and some people thought it would be just council way to get extra dollars, etc. That has proven not to be the case at all. I have carefully reviewed the particular proposed projects that have been submitted, and etc. And I'm real pleased to see that they're very productive, and the issues are of the nature that will make a difference in council districts. I'll give an example of some of the things that have been approved. It took a little while to get the process ironed out, but the process has been ironed out, and as yesterday, we had some projects approved in those council district service budgets, which includes things such as planting trees, installing benches and trash cans in neighborhoods, repairing playground equipment, some curb repairs, sidewalk repairs, weeded lots taken care of, dumping issues addressed, no parking signs installed. These are just things that actually allow the neighborhood and the district council persons to drill down and say, what do I want to get kind of done now? It would have been done anyway. I don't know, it may have taken longer, but the community has input, and the district council person, they have direct input. So I want to commend, again, Mayor Parker, thank you. Colleagues around the council table, thank you. And this process is working. And for those who are watching again, because we had a guy last night who said that monies were transferred from the drainage fund, and I said, no. And Councilman Costello's there, and we kind of corrected him. No money has been transferred from any place to any place at all. And actually, these dollars spent are subjected to greater scrutiny, in my view, because now you have all the regular checks and measures in place, and the mayor and her staff has put kind of two sets of eyes on this. And I know I'm watching real closely as well. So again, thank you very much. This is a strategy that's working very well. It's off and running. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilmember, if I may, there have only been 4 council members who have submitted service requests. And part of the process will be, they need to be filled timely within the current budget. So we're not rushing anybody, but just to make council members aware. And I will say that of the capital side, 30 out of 34 requests have been agreed in principle, and we're working out. On the operating side, 78 out of 82. There have been some submissions that fortunately council members vetted with either Chris or with William Paul, and we said that probably wouldn't be a good thing to put in writing. And withdrawn. And And so we have a very high success rate in moving things forward, and I appreciate council members' cooperation on that. And on the subpoena issue, as I stated last week, and as we shared with council members, there are 1,000 lawsuits a day pending against the city in some form or another. No, I don't read them. I wouldn't think you would expect me to, and Mr. Feldman does not individually read them either. We have a very large law firm across the street, but we also use outside attorneys. It was the original subpoena was overly broad. It was inappropriate. We took it down and resubmitted, focused solely on the instructions given during the petition signing process, and we're going to continue to focus solely on that. The final point, this isn't something that the city initiated. We were sued by those who were opposed to the passage of HERO, and this is part of the city's regular defense of that.
But